Hello class. Today we are going to talk about your assignment in week 2. So in week 2 we are covering predictive analysis, customer lifetime value. So let's just go into the overview real quick and we'll go through everything. So we're looking into airline seat rebooking. If you've ever flown, you may have had this experience where they overbooked the flight and they needed to rebook some people. So you'll be reading an article this week in the Harvard Business Review material. And the article is Data Analysis and Decision Making, a case study of re-accommodating passengers for an airline. And so you'll read that to help you with your discussion and your assignment this week. So let's take a quick look at the discussion question. And so in the discussion, you're going to research customer lifetime value and share your findings. You're going to discuss what industries have done a great job at determining customer value. Okay, and then your assignment. So you'll use a memo format for the submission. Now, you can usually find a memo format in Microsoft Word. There's usually a template that you can find for that, so I highly recommend that you try to find a template to help you do this. You still will need to cite your sources and use APA format for your sources and your references, but you're not going to have a cover page, you're going to have a memo format. And so there's 5 questions for you to address. You'll list all relevant factors that should be included in the rebooking or reaccommodating schemes. You'll construct the business intelligence architecture for the rebooking decision and identify the components of their interrelated function. And then you're going to calculate the customer lifetime value for each customer, assuming the discount rate is 10% and the chance of losing a customer to the competitors is 20% annually, and a 5% chance that each customer increases the business if a passenger decides to stay with the airline. And then number 4, discuss the importance of customer acquisition and customer retention. And then you'll discuss which 2 passengers should be on the flight and which 5 should stay overnight in Bangkok. So let's go to the assignment. This is where you would submit your assignment. So I just wanted to take a quick look at the rubric. So it's worth 100 points. You'll upload a Microsoft Word document, and VeriCite has been enabled, so you'll need to make sure that your originality score is less than 25%. If you find that it's over 25%, you're going to want to rework the paper and get it below that 25%. So let's take a quick look at the rubric. So the first criteria, use a memo format for answering the discussion questions. Make sure that you use the memo format because it is in the rubric. So if you don't use the memo format, you'll lose some points here. Imagine that this document will go to the C-level stakeholders. Be clear with your calculations and your recommendations, and you can download a memo template in Microsoft Word. Okay, and then next you are going to frame the memo so that each question is used as a title to help make review easier for management. Okay, so you're going to basically have headings. So for each question, you're going to kind of create a heading so that it makes it easier for management. Remember, this is going to the C-level stakeholders, so you want to make it easy for them to read the questions and know exactly where they need to go to get the information that they want. And then critical thinking and analytical skills. For the full credit, it is presents an insightful and thorough analysis of all issues identified, consistently demonstrates the use of critical thinking and analytical skills. And then utilization of research, you need to make sure that you have some peer-reviewed scholarly articles in your reference list, okay? So supplements papers with relevant and extensive research into the body of the paper. You want peer-reviewed scholarly materials, okay? No Wikipedias. Try to limit, if you use a textbook, it's only one textbook. And mostly you have peer-reviewed scholarly material. And then the last part of the rubric is on the organization and the quality of the writing. You want to make sure that you are writing good paragraphs. There is a method called the meal plan, where you have a main idea, you have evidence sentences, you have analysis sentences, and then you have a linking sentence that ties you to the next paragraph. So follow some type of format. There's more than one way to write a paragraph, but I find that the meal plan is very simple and easy to follow. You know, double check for spelling and grammar. Make sure that you proofread. Make sure you're properly citing your references. Remember that for every citation you have to have a reference, and for every reference you have to have a citation. And make sure that you're following APA format for those citations and references. All right, so read the article. That's step one. You're probably going to want to read through it a couple of times. But always, I think it's good to review the questions before you read the article so that you kind of know what you're looking for as you read the article. All right, well, good luck, everybody, and I will see you in the discussion this week.